It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Jets and the 49ers under the lights on Monday night.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And I can't help but chuckle as we look at last year's stats for Aaron Rodgers. 0 for 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I can't believe that we're looking at a stat line like that, but remember, he only played 4 plays. The Jets know that will not be a stat line for this year, and they can't wait to see the old numbers replace the ones you're seeing there.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start. But at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Throwing to start the drive. Boston, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Boston connects with Kittle underneath. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Garindo. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Boston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet. And they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Boston. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Back to throw. Boston. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Off the play fake. Boston. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The New York set to take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Boston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball again on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Another carry here for the fullback Juszczyk. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Wilder. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now Rodgers shoves him aside. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. 2nd down and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jair Brown there defensively to knock it away.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rodgers now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Straight ahead is Hall.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Throwing to start the drive. Boston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boston. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Boston.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, it's Guerrero.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 16-13, your final score. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Gus Edwards accounting for all of his guys' offense there, as he had both of their touchdowns. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Operating from the gun, Boston
hitting Samuel on the slant. And Debo going to have a Niners first down up to the 47-yard line.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
looking to throw. Boston over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Here's Guerrero on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Boston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Boston. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. On the give, it's Guerrero.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and 3. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
They'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hall again.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Boston got a man, and he hits him in stride. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Jets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Handoff here, Guerrero.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Another try for Guerrero. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now it's Guerrero.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
Right back to Juszczyk again. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, here's Garindo.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Boston.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Forced out to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Boston. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out now come the Jets.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
First down, New York.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 14 yards. First down, New York.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Rodgers now to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jets.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for San Francisco, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.